You have her badges?
No, I just want to make sure she had it on because we got to.
We're twins.
Okay,
We're
we're
twins.
Go.
Hey everyone, this is Kerri Wise, CMO of AutoFi. We are here at the AutoFi booth, 1263 West. Come see us. Michelle,
Yes,
who are
goodbye.
you?
Michelle Malesio Taylor, VP of Customer Success at AutoFi.
Yes, and we have a special guest. Some of you have known him. He has been out there in the industry making trouble. His name is Daly. Paul,
What's up?
thank you so much. Automotive State of the Union.
This is fun. I don't know what's going to happen, though.
Listen, I know you look a little
Don't
nervous.
trust us.
You look a little nervous. You're
I
out of
don't.
control right now.
I don't. So
You're
it's
out of
easy.
control right now, Paul. We are so excited to have you on because you've shaken up the industry. I think you've led dealers right down the path of where things are going and made sure that they had the people and the best practices that can help them succeed. So thank you.
I'm trying. You're welcome. I do what I can, just like all of us. Just like all of us.
A disruptor.
Yes, we didn't disrupt ourselves.
We're troublemakers.
Troublemakers.
We go with troublemaker, not
Troublemakers.
disruptor.
Create a little trouble. Create a little
Hashtag
trouble.
troublemaker.
Yes, let's do it.
There you go. Okay. So before we start, we're gonna play a little game.
Yeah, so we have a game, and I'm gonna throw something out there,
Okay.
and you're either gonna buy it or you're gonna trade it.
We're gonna keep those
Okay.
out for all of us.
So I'll keep it light the first round. Taking a nap.
Okay.
Taking a nap.
Trade?
Okay.
You're trading taking a nap?
What are you must be by because I'm trade too.
I mean, how are you
all right,
trading?
tell us about
We're
that.
going to judge you now.
Tell us
Wait a
about
minute.
that.
How
Let's
are you
judge her.
trading? How are you trading taking a nap? Like,
there's no
what is
time
happening?
for sleep. No time for sleep.
Okay.
I can't fall asleep in the middle of the day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm easily excitable. Once I'm up,
Yeah,
I'm up.
Am I canceled?
What are you, 10
No.
years
Getting
old?
canceled?
What are you, 10 years old, Michelle?
Calm down.
We're not canceling
Calm
you, but we
down.
may be judging you a little
Oh
bit.
my gosh. Oh my god.
Okay, I have one. Oh, I can't wait for this one. Adidas.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to trade on that.
I am a Nike person.
Now we can judge her.
No, hold on. I am a Nike person because I play basketball, and
Okay.
the only basketball shoes you can wear are Nikes.
Okay.
But that being said, like,
I
I'll
don't
rock an
know.
Adidas tracksuit. You gotta admit, Adidas tracksuit, some shell toes
Wait,
here and there,
is
Run DMC
Beyonce?
style.
Wait, is Beyonce Adidas?
Beyonce has her line in Adidas.
I have owned shell toes before.
Shell toes, you can't.
But that
go
was a long
wrong.
time ago.
You can't go wrong.
Okay.
It matches
But I
what you're
can't.
wearing.
I am a Nike first.
Okay.
Nike
Wow.
first.
So you said Adidas, so.
I'm not loyal.
All right. Ooh, let's bring up one from yesterday.
Oh.
Ooh. Ready? Kanye West. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
What?
I wasn't expecting that. I'm also a buy. I'll explain why.
Okay.
What are you?
I said trade yesterday.
She's conflicted.
Oh,
No,
she changed your mind.
She's conflicted.
I can't.
All right, why are you trading? I'm going to ask a question. Why trade?
Okay, well, okay.
Why are you
well,
conflicted?
No.
You want to buy,
No.
but you're
Okay,
trading.
I was gonna say buy once I heard the Donda story on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I had to stay with the trade because I mean I can't be that person.
I mean, he bought a house next door to his ex, right? And that was a
I
little
didn't hear that.
troublesome. Yeah.
But he's kind of stalking.
Okay,
he's stalking a little bit.
If he wasn't rich,
He is.
if he was
He
not
would be
a
arrested.
billionaire,
He'd be in
arrested.
jail. That's true.
He'd be
it's
arrested.
like
Questionable. Depends on what state he's in.
His music
It's
is
like
amazing.
the gray guy.
He's
It's like
brilliant.
the gray guy.
Yeah, he's
the
Okay, I
billionaire
think-
gray guy.
Let's ask our guest.
I
you
think
know what?
you have
He's a
to.
guest.
Well, I think there's no clear answer to this. You have to split the person and the artist, because if
But
you,
you didn't clarify that.
well, neither did you. I didn't ask the question.
It was Kerri's fault. She didn't clarify.
If she was like Kanye West, the
Professionally.
person, I'd be like, I don't need more of that in my life. Kanye West, the artist, I think
That's
we all need
totally
more of that in
different.
our
I
life.
would buy. Yes.
I'm gonna punt that one
Okay,
to
I will say
the question asker.
Here's my thing. I was thinking about both, so I would have said no because I think when he took the award from Taylor Swift, that was kind of wrong.
That was a bully.
Even though his music
That was
he was
being a
he was being
bully.
But that being said, when you watch the Netflix documentary
I
and
haven't.
you see his relationship with the mom and his mom passed away, you kind of
Yes,
understand
yeah.
why he's challenged. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
look,
he's having some hard
aren't we
times.
all kind of challenged?
It's true.
You know what I mean? And we
Yeah.
don't all have all that attention in our faces.
That's true.
Yes.
But
That's true.
We also all are trying to get that attention in our
It's
faces
true.
and still
Yeah.
doing that. So it's
That's
like really
true.
hard to feel bad
That's
for
true.
someone in the spotlight when they spent most of their life trying to get the spotlight.
But his music is amazing.
His music's
No one
amazing.
can take that
He's
away
making
from him.
tons of trouble in the music industry.
Yes.
The STEM player is out of
He's
control.
a troublemaker.
And he's really trying to, he's disrupting the industry to say we need to give more control back to the artist, and he's trying to show them a way to do it. So
Yeah.
All
that
right,
part,
all right.
I'll stick with my
We'll
bye.
stick with that. All right, okay, let's move on. I want to hear about Paul Daly, first of all.
Okay.
Paul J.
Paul J. Daly.
Yes.
Paul J. Daly.
Oh, it's
where,
not playing
where
a game.
where did
Yeah.
you
You're
come?
like
Where did you
trade
come
myself.
from? Like, give us your background. I've never really asked you that.
All
Like,
right.
how did you get in the automotive industry?
So I grew up in South Philly. I thought I was going to go to Bible college and be in ministry. That's when I moved to upstate New York.
Wait, do you like the Eagles?
Do I like? No. I
you-
love the Eagles.
Listen, oh wait, fun
Don't
fact:
like
her
the
husband
Eagles.
was a player for the Eagles
Okay.
for many years. Yep, we want to give a shout out. Give him a shout
Who
out.
was your husband?
Bobby Taylor.
That's her husband.
Number 21,
way.
Pro Bowler.
He's watching
Notre
right now.
Dame.
He's watching.
Bobby.
Hey, honey.
Fan.
Bobby, we owe you. We owe you.
He's watching right
So,
now. Okay.
On our live stream at the Raiders Stadium, we were running around with microphones. I was looking for every Eagles jersey.
Yeah.
And then we even played a game where Michael Cirillo was. I got to pick someone for him to interview,
Yeah.
and he got to pick some. So we're like trying. So I
awesome.
found the tallest person I could find because he's like 5'9", and I'm like, I'm gonna find a real. Then you're gonna have to be like interview like this.
Yeah.
And so he tried to find someone who he thought would give me a hard time. And she turned around. I was like, "What's your favorite football team?" She's like, "Philadelphia Eagles."
Oh my God.
Right. So
Win.
all right. So I grew up in
Yes.
Philadelphia.
Nice.
South Philly, right by the stadiums. Grew up on the Eagles. The
Nice.
Reggie White, Randall Cunningham days.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to go into ministry. I went to Bible college, got out. I got a job at a car dealership. My first time I'd ever been at a car dealership as a service writer. I had that job. I saw somebody reconditioning cars, and I still thought, like, hey, I'm going to get a job where I have flexibility so I can still serve the church and make my own way and not take a check.
Wow, that's nice.
And I started doing that. That dealer was like, you should do this. You'll do good at it. Got into it. A few years later, realized like my place was in business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Grew that company for 15 years. That was acquired by Dent Wizard International, who's here at the show today.
Nice.
Meanwhile, I just always focused on company culture. Started an agency. Got involved with Gary Vaynerchuk. Got into
Love
his mentorship
him.
program. And, I just, like most people, I never went looking for the auto industry. It just kind of found
Yeah.
me, and I fell in love with it. And now I'm
Here
with
you
my
are.
people.
I love that.
So
I love what you did during the pandemic because I think all of us were kind of looking for one connection,
Mhm.
right? It's like we're at home. The industry, so much is changing, and then up pops Automotive State of the Union. I remember the first one. I was a little jealous because like my company wasn't part of it, and so I was like, "How do I get a part of this as a sponsor or
Right,
something?"
right.
You know. But like, how did that come about? Like, what was the need for it? Like,
Yeah.
give us a background.
So like so many of us had a really similar experience when the pandemic hit, and it's very rare that so many people would have a very similar experience, right? Because
Yeah.
everybody's separated by geography and culture and industry.
Mhm.
Pandemic hit. When the lockdowns began, most people were like, "What are we supposed to do?" And like you both as well, we have dealer clients all over the country. So as I'm on Zoom calls with dealers, you can see that like no one knows what to do, no one knew what was going on, but everyone seemed to feel better when they were like, "Oh, you don't have it figured out either. You don't know what to do either."
Yeah.
And there was like this decompression that happened on those Zoom calls. I mean, half of the people were trying to figure out how to use Zoom.
Yeah.
Right? It's hard to
Yes,
it's hard to
that's so
even imagine
true.
that.
Right.
But when the pandemic hit, people were like, "What? Oh, they never literally had done a virtual call
Yeah.
before." And so I was brushing my teeth one night, and I was like, "Man, we need to scale that feeling." Like when people are on the Zoom call, and I'm like, "Well, let's do a live stream, and it's got to sound official, right?" So I was like, "It's got to be like presidential," which
Yes.
is why I was like, "Automotive State of the Union."
Yeah.
I called my designer. I was like, "Hey, I need you to design a logo. It's got to make it literally look presidential." And then I was like, "Because I can't ask anybody to be on it
Nice.
until there's a logo, because then it's a
Right,
real
of
thing."
course.
And so I just started texting and calling. So many of the people I'm friends with today are a result of people introducing me to other people. I reached out to as many vendors as I knew,
Mhm.
and I said, "Hey, if you'll just get the word out about this event, then we'll just put your logo up there."
Nice.
And so I thought we were going to get in trouble for actually going in because we were locked down in New York, not New York
Yes.
City, but upstate. And we went in, we did the first one. It was all kinds of glitchy, right? But that
Yeah.
kind of added to the feeling
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey, we're
right.
like in a bunker,
No.
hiding from
Yeah.
Kind of like
COVID.
this show.
Yeah.
Right, hiding from COVID. We didn't have any of these.
This is THX. What are you talking about?
But that's where it came from.
Wow.
That's where it came from.
I
And
had
then
no
I just
idea.
decided to like, hey, I'm going to do another one and another one. And then we're
Yeah.
like, hey, like now there's like a few thousand people that are paying attention to this all the time.
Yeah.
Started an email list, started a weekly email, and then I met Kyle Mountsier, my business partner, and kind of that synergy is what I needed to like say, okay, now we kind of like have another horse beside me to kind of pull. And we just made Automotive State of the Union its standalone corporation a matter of weeks ago.
Wow.
This morning, we just announced a seed round that we opened and closed within a week. All the investors are only dealers.
Wow.
So Brian Benstock, Scott Simons, Liza Borches, David Long, Damon Lester.
Wow.
One that we're going to talk about a little bit in a little while. But all these dealers have invested to see more people in the industry get roped in. And now we are the only dealer-owned media publisher in automotive.
That's amazing. That is so amazing.
All because people didn't know what to do.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah. It's amazing what one person can do. And I know you have an organization behind you. You have people helping you, like Danielle that's here with us. But it's like it's one idea, and it's just executing on it.
It's just doing
getting
something.
started.
It's somebody just being willing to say, like, hey, like I don't know how it's going to go, but this is what I can do, so this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Strong.
yeah. Did you want to jump in?
I just have one question.
Okay.
You go in a room
Mhm.
and there's 20 DPs
Okay.
and you have 2 sentences. What are you saying? You're limited to 2
Dealer
sentences.
principles. 2 sentences.
Who's the audience?
Dealer principles.
Dealer principles.
Oh,
You have 20 of them in the room.
20 dealer
That's a good
principals. Oh,
question.
she said
Walk in.
DPs. I thought I
DPs.
was like directors of photography.
She likes the acronyms to kind of get you confused.
I was like directors
Yeah,
of
she does that
photography.
to
Okay, a
Michelle.
lot of
No, no, no,
cameras.
no, no,
Who are
no.
we talking to?
DPs. You go in a room. There's 20 dealer principals.
Okay.
You only have 2 sentences.
Oh gosh.
What are you saying?
You can take a little time to think about it.
Hold on.
It's actually a really good
We
question.
should put the Jeopardy music
It's a
on.
great
right
question.
now.
Like that's a really
That's
difficult
a hard
question.
question.
I have high expectations of him.
Okay.
This is Paul J.
You should have prepped him before
This is Paul
that.
J.
For that. So you could have a little
No,
more
no,
time to
I don't
think
need the
about
prep.
it.
I don't take the
Listen,
prep.
He's Gucci.
All right,
He's-
he's Gucci.
I don't know what that
Whatever
means.
that means.
That's a
He's
positive.
Gucci.
Okay.
A positive
Like
affirmation.
your high end.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm the Michelle
From a
interpreter.
skill, from
Thank
from
you.
a skill
Thank
level,
you. I'm just stalling.
you're totally stalling.
Hey, when you need to stall, this is what you do. That's a great
That's
question.
a great
And I said, like, you don't really mean that. You just need some more time to answer.
Okay.
So take that time. Tell her it's a great question.
I would say number one, you can't ignore the talent that you don't even understand is in your organization.
Strong.
That's number
People.
one. And the next thing is our mantra. And when dealers band together, no crisis can win. Like that's our mantra. But the first one is really what my initiative has been, because we know there's lots of talent just hiding in the service departments, in the sales departments, in the back offices, in the marketing departments.
Yeah.
And if dealers really start to pay attention and cultivate and bring those people along,
Yeah.
get them involved in the industry, right? This part of the industry is only for a small percentage of the people who are here. But this content is for thousands of others,
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of others. So just I would encourage dealers that there's so much more talent in your organization than you're uncovering right now. And if you focus on that, I don't think you'll have to worry actually about innovating, because I think the people are in your store are ready to go.
Okay, I have
Great.
one last
Great
question for you because I know you need to run. Troublemakers. Tell me about that, because I got to say, when you invited me, that was at Digital Dealer, to this Troublemakers event, it worried me a little bit as someone who's had to kind of stay in the box.
You're like,
corporate wise.
you're like, they try to not. Everything
I
has
need
to go
stay
through
out
legal.
of trouble.
Legal's job is to make everyone's life miserable by making sure no one gets in trouble.
You made me nervous, but then when I got on the stage, I heard the chanting, people chanting at me. I just said,
I started saying things I know I wasn't supposed to
I'm
say.
gonna let my hair down here.
Mhm.
So, but like, where did that come? Where did that come about? The troublemakers.
So troublemaking is we mean it in a good way.
Yeah.
And there are perceived no trespassing signs everywhere, right? The things we're not supposed to do, when really we can do them. And troublemaking is looking at those things and saying, like, well, why can't we do it this way, right? Why is that the established belief? And not being not wanting to just break things to break things,
Yeah.
but troublemaking, as I think about it, is driven by a genuine belief that there is something better. And the establishments that are in place, they were probably troublemakers at one time too, right? That's how it works. Like every big booth
Yeah.
in this place, who is now considered the establishment,
Mm.
was at one time a troublemaker,
Yeah.
right? And now their vested interest is it's business, right? It's to protect their interests.
Yeah.
And that's why you have new troublemakers and a new
Yeah.
breed of troublemakers.
Yeah.
So troublemaking is just shaking up. Like you could, disruptors has become so benign, in my opinion,
Yeah.
because everybody's like, I'm a disruptor. It's like, I'm a thought leader. It's like, well, if you have to say it, you're probably not.
Yeah,
Right?
Don't get me started on
And-
that later.
Yeah, thought leader. It's in my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's like, delete.
Yeah.
No, but that's what it is, because I think every establishment was at one point a troublemaker, and so and the good news is that every establishment player
Mhm.
has the ability to be a troublemaker again, but they have to be willing to break it.
Oh,
Yeah, and it sounds
100%.
like you have to be curious, right? Because everything you start, all your questions started with why.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, why can't we do this?
Why
is it that way?
That's like the curiosity.
But why? There are some people that ask why this, why that, like a 3-year-old, like
Yeah.
why this, why that. Some people just ask the question because they think it's cool to ask the question,
Yeah, it's
but they
making
don't have any
smarter.
answers or solutions. But if you're not actually pursuing some like linear narrative, some linear trajectory to an end, like a stated end,
Yeah.
right? Why could actually just leave you wandering around in life. Well, why? Well, maybe you don't want an answer. Maybe your identity is just asking why. So it's asking
Yeah.
why with initiative, with a problem to solve in mind.
And hey, making sure that you're asking why to a diverse set of people and ideas.
Absolutely.
Because I think we ask the same type.
If you ask the
people,
same
You-
5 people
sometimes
why,
you want to
right?
hear that same
Yes,
response,
yes.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you, Paul. I know
Yeah.
It
you
was
need
so
to
much
go.
fun.
Appreciate it.
These
Listen,
things are great.
I buy Paul
I-
Daly.
yeah.
I buy you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Paul.
you for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
Thanks a
We'll see
lot.
you later.
Thank you so much.
Booth 1263. Come see us at the AutoFi booth in ADA. We're here in person. See you soon, everyone.